I talk about quite a few investment ideas on this YouTube channel, but many of you know the specific ones that I am invested in. Can you imagine, considering the amount of criticism that some of the ideas that I talk about get, can you imagine what's going to happen when I'm actually wrong on some of these ideas? Can you imagine what's going to happen if I am wrong on one or two of these investment ideas? If you're new to this channel, my name is Mariusz Konieczny. I run Microcap Explosions, a website dedicated to microcap stocks, which are ignored and underfollowed by the investment industry. I also wrote about 10 books on investing, one of which is available for a free download at microcapexplosions.com. I also created valueinvestinguniversity.com, a free resource to help you become a more intelligent investor. Ever since I started Microcap Explosions and started more openly talking about some of the investment ideas, not all of the investment ideas, I feel like I constantly have to earn the right and explain myself why I want to choose particular investments. Like, it's a fight. It's a fight with people to be like, hey, I like this idea, I want to invest in it. No, you're an idiot, you don't know what you're talking about, I don't like this or I don't like that. And it's with every single idea, every single position that I have, it's been like this. I mean, if you go back like 4 years, what I went through to have the right to invest in Oracle, I mean, it was endless negativity, endless nagging, endless this. Then Voxter, how dumb I was. They didn't like the CEO, this and that, and now something else. And I'm just thinking to myself, what's gonna happen when one of these days something is not gonna work out? Because it's gonna happen. Like, that's part of investing. Not everything works out. I feel like I'm gonna be crucified because there's people out there that are just waiting. They're just waiting to say, see, I told you so. I know, I knew it from the beginning that he was an idiot, and look how he failed. And you see, the thing is that I've already experienced such a huge failure, which was with the mining stocks. I already know what it feels like to be crucified like this and to have people pointing fingers at you that, you know, you don't know what you're doing, you lost them all this money. So now when I, run Microcap Explosions or I invest my own money, that's why I'm so careful when it comes to trying to choose quality companies, okay? Meaning that I don't want them to be mining stocks, because I've been there, I've done that. I want these companies to have good quality revenues. I want them to have, recurring revenues. I want them to have high margins. I want them to be decent businesses. I want them to, have some kind of special. I want them to have something special to them, like a moat or a growing brand or a network effect or switching costs, because I've experienced that failure, right? But even though I'm trying to be careful, I know that some of them are not going to work out. It's just, you can't win them all. But I'm already picturing this in myself, because I failed already so big with the mining stocks. They set me back for so many years. And I felt like even before investing, I've experienced so many hardships and so many failures that it's always in my head, like, when is something gonna blow up? When is the next blow up? And that's one of the reasons why I don't spend a lot of money. I don't buy expensive things, because I don't think that I'm gonna be truly secure until probably I have 10 to 20 million dollars, and probably a portion of it to be in a real estate portfolio. That's why I was considering buying a mobile home park. I'm always considering diversifying away from the markets, because right now everything that I do is tied to the markets, right? My investment don't work out, I'm gonna lose people on microcap explosions, right? Even when things are going okay, you always lose people. But then I'm thinking, man, oh man, if some of these things like really blow up, and I mean blow up like, go down 97%, what's gonna happen then? It's always on my mind. So I'm always like, I can't really increase my lifestyle. I always have to be careful, because the next blow up is just around the corner. But if I'm able to sometime in the future diversify into other things, in other words, build such a strong foundation that no matter what blow-ups happen, I'm gonna be okay. But it's always on my mind. It's always on my mind. That's why when I talk about some investment ideas, whether it's value stocks or growth stocks or whatever, I try to focus so much on the quality of the business, because if I can help you a little bit reduce those kinds of blowouts, which, by the way, when you're young, they're pretty good because they teach you a lesson. But, if through my videos I can kind of share or guide you in the right direction, I'm hoping that it would reduce that kind of failures, because they're painful. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to share this with you, because you're on the receiving end of watching these videos, and also watching other creators putting themselves out there, and they could just be around the corner of something bad happening. That's why when I made a video about Meet Kevin, I wanted to be positive, because I went through that before. And when you put yourself out there and your audience grows, when you fall, the criticism is so much bigger. It's magnified. And it's easy to, just point fingers at somebody else and say, how dumb they are or how stupid they are for making certain mistakes. Try to think about it from the other person's point of view, that it's risky to begin with, to be putting yourself out there for that kind of criticism. I know I'm kind of rambling, but I just wanted to share this with you, that it's always on my mind when any idea that I talk about, it's always on my mind on how it can work out and how it can impact people, and then how the failure can also come back to bite me. So that's it for this video, and thanks for watching.